Everyone wants to believe they are the hero of their own story. But what if I told you that, in someone else's world, you are the villain? We move through life assuming that we are right, our actions justified, our decisions fair, but perspective is everything. What you see as ambition, another may see as arrogance. What you see as self-improvement, another may see as selfishness. No matter how noble you think you are, there is someone out there who sees you as the enemy. Every great figure in history was loved by some and hated by others. Julius Caesar, to his followers, was a visionary, a leader that reshaped Rome. However, to the Roman Senate, he was a tyrant that had to be stopped. The same man, but two opposing narratives. The truth is never objective, it is always painted by those who tell the story. What you see as justice, another may see as oppression. Socrates, the father of philosophy, questioned everything. He taught people how to think critically. But to the Athenian government, he was corrupting the youth, poisoning their minds. So they sentenced him to death, believing they were protecting their society. The very act of challenging the status quo makes you a villain to those who benefit from it. If you try to please everyone, you will accomplish nothing. Jesus Christ, his teachings inspired millions, however, he was executed as a criminal. The more you stand for something, the more you will be seen as a threat by those who stand for the opposite. Have you ever noticed that when you start improving, people suddenly criticize you? They say you've changed, they say you're selfish. Why? Because your growth challenges their stagnation and makes you the villain in their world. So, how do you accept being the villain? Well, the weak fear being misunderstood. The strong embrace it. If you're afraid of being disliked, you will stay silent. You will conform, you will shrink. But the ones who accept their role as being the villain in some stories are the ones who write history. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch. The Übermensch is not a slave to society's morals. He creates his own values, but in doing so, he becomes hated by those who fear change. So the question I impose to you is, are you willing to be hated in order to be free? You cannot change the world without making enemies. And if you are remembered, it will not be by those who loved you, but instead by those who opposed you. Look at your life. Who sees you as the villain? And why? And if no one does, you're likely not standing for anything. Would you rather be misunderstood and great, or accepted but forgotten?